Okay, today is October 11th, 2019, and we have the good doctor on the coaching call. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. Love being here with you.
Awesome. I love having you here with me in Maryland. So, so
Always
all
at
right. So
the
what's been,
side.
huh?
Always on the other side of the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's been going on in your world? I know in the Facebook group you were talking about your program and you're going to raise up the price. And I believe you said you had your first student at the new price.
No, not yet. I said I had my first student. I have a class November 6th starting, and so
Mm-hmm.
I got the first $1,000 payment. I'm going to actually wait to January to raise it. So I'm doing one more class for the year at this price, but I'm already putting everybody in mind it's going up. Get in now because it's going up. So I got people starting to come in now a month early, which is good. But usually it's the last minute type of thing to lock in that price. So right now it's 997. I'm waiting to get to that 3,500 and all that, but it's 997. I'm gonna take it to 1497. So I'm gonna push it up $500. But what's good now is that I've been going for a year. I have corporations now starting to send me 5 people at a time and 6 people at a time. So the guy that paid yesterday is from Booz Allen, but now he's sending like 5 of his buddies. I have another corporation I write white papers for. They're sending 5 people. So I'm trying to push it up to 25, 20, 25 people a class, at $1,000 each or $1,500 each. It's online. It takes a few hours of my time. I want to have products that I can just not be there. But right now, if I can get $25,000, $30,000 every 6 weeks for a class, I'm happy with that. As I was telling you in the group, this is the first. Last year, I made about $35,000 with this class, but that's the most I've ever made online. Of course, I still consider this online. I'm sitting here talking to them for 3 hours, 2 nights a week, but I'm online. I'm getting testimonials. I'm getting students referring people to me now. So, the biggest thing I learned from you, man, you told me one day, stick with something for at least a year and stop starting and stopping stuff. And when I did this, I'm going to do a year in this program. There were days I'm like, man, I'm tired of this. I don't want to be here Tuesday and Thursday night, or I'm not getting enough people signing up. My minimum, I'll take 4 people. But the thing is that after a year, man, I'm starting to see all of a sudden it's picking up, and I'm not even advertising yet. So when I start following your advertising, what you're teaching in advertising, I think it's going to blow up. That's just from organic traffic. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And another thing you told me to do, I had to focus. I was trying to go away and be like you, a guru on teaching this and a guru on teaching how to do digital marketing and all that. You told me to stay in my lane. I'm an IT guy. I'm known for IT. So I found a way to make IT work. And I'm still trying to find a way to make IT work, but following what you told me, stick with what you know, what you're known for, is what's starting to make me grow. People are reaching out for me. I'm auditing books for people. People have offered me book deals that I haven't had the chance to even take yet. I'm teaching live courses in schools, and I'm speaking around the country. One place just paid me $5,000 to fly out to California to speak. So all those are residuals to what I'm trying to do online. So, being that guy known for IT and not for this, that, and the other is winning. So your advice, it was hard to follow it. I'm like, man, I want to be everything. But I found out being one thing and mastering that's what really paid off for me. So
Yeah,
thank you
that's
for
awesome.
that, by the way.
Yes, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, and thank you for implementing it and trusting in the process and having faith in that. Because and that's one thing that I've started to learn over the years as well, Derek. Because I like to do a lot of things as well. Like me and you were along the same lines. When it comes to that, we like to do this, we like to do that. We have
Wholesaling.
yeah, yeah, right.
Mhm.
we
Which
have
wholesaling is great. You know,
uh,
I said wholesaling is great, but I was trying to do that and everything else. So yeah.
yeah, yeah, and I mean the thing is, and I was even telling this to Jay and Jackie Johnson when they first came on board because they paid me a good sum of money to get into my wholesaling program.
Mhm.
And when I heard about what they were doing with their options trading class, I
Mhm.
said, you know what? I didn't even ask them. I told them, I said, you're not doing wholesaling anymore. I'm not going to coach you wholesaling anymore. I'm going to coach you to crank out your options trading course because that's going to be where you guys are going to make your money. You
Mhm.
know, let's focus on that. And they focus on it, and they're killing it. And at the end of the day, like the thing that we want is we want freedom of our time and money,
Mhm. Yes.
and that's gonna happen when we focus. And
Mhm.
then once we get to that place where we're doing $100,000 a month or whatever it is that our goal is, then we can, start doing other things, once we have a system on
I
board,
was looking for a book I read called The Power of Focus. And man, you're right. When I read that and started focusing, you know, that's what made the difference. Focus on building that thing that you, like you told me, instead of, I was doing a lot of that. I have 9 college degrees and served in 3 services and all this stuff, but I only could do those a little bit, 10% here, 20% there. When I focused 100%, well, 80% in one direction, it made a big difference. You can't be everything. Much as you want to be everything, you can't be everything.
Yeah, you're so right about that. And make sure you message me about that book too, Power of Focus.
Okay.
Because I'd like to check that out myself.
Mm-hmm.
And and especially if you're doing it by yourself, the biggest thing you can do when you have multiple businesses is you should always have a plan of building employees around it, or contractors, or having somebody else run the business, right? And so you've read the E Myth, haven't you?
Which one?
The E Myth.
Yes, I have that, as a matter of fact. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So all the businesses that you create, you want to E-myth it. You want to build it where it's like a franchise, and you want to have somebody that's an operational manager or a director of operations. You want to have somebody that can actually run the business for you, and that's how you do multiple businesses. Like the mistake that many people make, in my opinion, Derek, is that they try to run a bunch of separate businesses all by themselves when they don't try and get help. And if you're going to run different businesses, you want to have somebody who runs it for you, and you're just behind the scenes, kind of orchestrating it. You know what I'm saying? You check in with them on a weekly basis and make sure everything's going good.
I'm trying to get back to that. Let me tell you, I had a cleaning franchise with 10 buildings and 30 employees. I had a laundromat with 3 employees. I had a security guard company with employee. And, when I was dealing with those kind of people, well, I wouldn't say those kind of people, but those kind of businesses, I got burned so much, man. A cleaning bit. When I had a cleaning business, I was still a federal agent. I get calls at 3 in the morning that somebody can't go in. Guess who had to clean at 3 in the morning and get up out of his bed and go? Security company, somebody don't sit on their post. Guess who had to go sit on their post until 3 in the morning and still show up at my federal agent job at 7:30? My laundromat, I had 3 guys working for me, because I wasn't going to be there because I was an agent. Guess who was stealing from my machines? They're opening the top and letting people use the machines and just pocket the money. So I kind of got scared of having people. So I started running businesses that Derek can run. But like you said, I found out I can't scale those, though. Derek can only do so much. I still have a PI company. I have my IT training company. I still work a full-time government job, and so it's hard to do all this. I'm working 24/7, but let me say this before I say that. I love working these businesses. I'll stay on to midnight doing stuff online because that's what's fun to me. But I can't scale that. Like you said, Derek can't do that alone. Like my PI, I got people calling me from different states. Say, I got some work in Maryland for you. Can you do it? Well, I only have one other PI to help me, so I can't take the job. I leave more money on the table than I could take. In my training company, I have people saying, hey, I got some training for you. Do you want to come to Italy? You want to come to Spain? You want to come to California, Vegas? Well, I got a full-time job. I can't do it. If I have 5 guys who are trainers on contract or something to me or working for me, I can send them, get a cut of their money. So then I am trying to get to that. I got to start trusting people again, because I lost contracts because I hired all my brothers to work in the cleaning business. And I get a call from the place. I had these companies call me up. I haven't seen your person in a week. I'm like, what? I called my brother up. Oh, man, I didn't have bus fare to get there. I'm like, do you know to give you bus fare? I lost a $10,000 contract. So I have to get that trust level back up again,
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, those are true stories.
A bus fare. Yeah, I lost a $10,000 contract as a bus fare.
I would have given him the bus fare.
Right? And you probably would have called him a taxi cab or something.
That's the thing. And then his crew don't go because he doesn't go. So, but those are those kind of businesses. When you talk about cleaning, when you talk about laundromat, when you talk about security, now we talk about big time, IT sales, and somebody selling for me and somebody running the business. I just show up and be the face. So I'm trying to get to that. Right now, I'm just trying to get a steady $25,000, $30,000 coming in before I can start hiring people to do that. You know.
Yeah,
I listen
yeah.
to you. I listen to you every day.
Thank you. Yeah, and I mean the good thing about what you're building now is because you can hire on contract, right? So with your PI business, private investigating business, is that
Yes.
what PI is?
Yeah.
So the good thing with that is you can get the money. You know, obviously it's most likely not cash. I'm assuming. So you could just contract somebody out there and just get them to run it. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And the same is true with the training.
Yep.
And what you can do is you can get an executive assistant.
Mm-hmm.
All right, get yourself a good lady that's smart, that's independent, that's doesn't need to be micromanaged,
Mm-hmm.
and she can pretty much do all that crap for you and kind of help you with coordinating with
Mm-hmm.
whatever you need to contract with, and she can help in all of your different businesses.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try that because let me tell you, I had a woman from the Philippines when I was doing wholesaling, and every morning she got up, and this was $25 a week, and every morning she got up, she posted all my my Craigslist postings. She looked at the emails from the day before to see who wanted to sell their houses. She made the initial phone calls for me and filled out the paperwork. She did all these things for $25 a week, and man, that was awesome life at that time. All I had to do is show up and give the talk and, hey, I want to buy your house and, give the spiel, but she had pre-done everything for me. So you're right. If I can get to that in these businesses, they can already pre-do the PI stuff for me. Then I just got to pick a guy to go do it. I can pre-I the IT training and send a guy over and get a cut. He gets $100 an hour. I get 25 or whatever, 50 or whatever it is. And I can have 10 of me out there working. So I like that idea, and that's what I'm going to work towards.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean the beautiful thing about that is, at $25 a week, that's nothing. That's change. That's bus fare.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So,
I used to give a $5 a week for a bonus. Like, here's your 25, and here's 25 more for a bonus. But I'm going,
there you go.
that was great.
Yeah.
But for her,
Like,
she was making more. She was making more in the Philippines than most of her friends were making just from having people like me paying her 25 a week. For her, that was great money. So I just gave her bonuses, Christmas bonuses, and all that. Now maybe I won't have somebody from the Philippines doing these businesses, but I like the idea of having an executive assistant that I can pay, maybe even on some type of commission or whatever for her as well, or salary, whatever it is. I like that.
yeah, yeah, because like that'll help you grow, and you don't necessarily even have to be at $25,000 or $30,000 a month to do that, because you have to also think in your head, how much money are you missing out? What is the opportunity cost of you not having that executive assistant helping you? Because if she's not doing that, then you're missing out on $10,000 contracts.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
So think of it like that, and you'll probably get one in the next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you're probably right, because I'm gonna start looking.
Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm.
So, marketing wise, what are you going to do for your market? Because I know that for your training classes, you haven't started marketing yet. What do you plan on doing?
Well, here's the thing. I'm thinking about it. I want to do Facebook ads. You've already noticed, but I have a group on Facebook for my IT that I started a year ago. It has 6,500 people in it now. So I want, and I throw things into the group. But most of my customers come from LinkedIn, and I haven't investigated whether I can how to advertise on the LinkedIn yet. So I was looking at Facebook marketing first and try to see if I can generate money on Facebook towards the IT training, and still look at LinkedIn later on. So I'm actually taking some classes right now on how to do Facebook advertising. There's so many of them out there. I bought about 4 of them. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I've done some marketing on Facebook, but it wasn't using any of the skills. I was just throwing, it says boost your post. And I was boosting my post for $100 or something like that. And I really wouldn't get anything from it. So I don't understand the pixels, and I don't understand all the nuances of Facebook marketing. I want to learn that and then start trying that. I think you can also do advertising on LinkedIn, and that's where 95% of my customers come from. So I want to do more of that on LinkedIn, because this is an IT certification. It's more the professionals on that one versus people who want to learn how to get rich or learn how to do wholesaling on Facebook. But there are groups like mine with 7,000, 10, 12,000 members. So obviously they want that training. So I'm trying to figure out which one to go for. I think following your lead, I want to try Facebook first, though. We know Facebook is proven. You know, if you do it right, you can have success there. I think I want to try that first. You know, my class, I would like to have 50 people per class, but 25 to 30 is probably a lot to have in a class with these pictures like we have here and 30 pictures up there and being able to answer people questions. So I'm kind of limited there. And later I'm going to bring on another instructor to do that. But what's your suggestion? Do you think Facebook? Do you think LinkedIn advertising and mastering that, or just Google advertising? I don't know. Some thoughts?
Yeah. So with your, let me ask you this: with your Facebook group, the 6,000 plus people, are you getting leads from it? Are you getting sales from it?
Well, I'm not getting many sales for that. I think the reason is most of the people, I got a lot of people in the group, but a lot of them are from overseas. You know, so with overseas, I have a live class 6:30 to 9:30 Eastern time. Now I had a guy in my last class from India. He was getting up at 3 in the morning. That's how dedicated he was. He getting up at 3 in the morning to attend my 6:30 in the evening class. You know, so how many people are going to make that sacrifice? You know, so I think that's why I'm building an information product for them, that where I take this course and sell it to the people that's overseas. So I think that's kind of the reason why my Facebook group, probably 80% of them are from overseas. And LinkedIn, these are local professionals I got guys right now from San Diego. I got a couple from Vegas. So they make the sacrifice in just a few hours. So I get a lot of them. I'm thinking that might be part of my problem. So I'm thinking Facebook, I'm gonna give them the recorded course. LinkedIn, give them the live training is my thought from what I've been testing for the last year.
Okay. Okay. And so with the live course, you want to teach that for 1,500.
For now. So let me just say this. Most people teach that course from $2,500 to $3,800. 38 seems to be about the cap. So right now I'm doing it for $997, plus they get a free vacation and all that. So I know I'm really undercutting, but I did that because I wanted to go through this first year and see if the model works. So now I'm willing to go up to $1,500. I'm still lower than the $2,500 to $3,800. Now those are commercial schools doing that, and I'm just a guy. So I'm a guy sitting in his office with whiteboards in the back and the Incredible Hulk on my desk. So I'm thinking, you know, I don't know if I can get the people to pay me $2,800 or $3,800 when they go sit in a boot camp at a professional school with tables and chairs and computers. That's my mind thinking that. But I might be able to get $2,000 or $1,500. But here's the thing: when I teach the same course for universities and private, and commercial clients, they'll have 25 students in the class and only give me $4,000 to teach it for a week. So my thought was, but I got 20 people in my own class paying me $1,000. So I got $20,000 teaching the same 6 weeks that they give me 4 for. So I was happy getting 20K versus 4K with the same amount of time. But I know that that class goes for more. So I think $1,500 is a good price for me sitting in my office, making that per person for this particular type of training, because it kind of caps out. Like you can teach a class that you're going to teach somebody a skill to make money, and they'll pay you $10,000 to do it because they're going to make money right away. I'm teaching an IT certification that, you know, that I don't know. I mean, IT certification can make them hundreds of thousands of dollars. They can get this certification. I got this certification instantly. My applications went up. People offered me $50,000 more than I was making on my job. I went from 100K to 150K just by putting this on my resume. So it does put you up there, but I don't know if people would pay me $3,000 to sit in my office and do it, even though I'm getting rave reviews for the course. So that's my thought, but that's my mind blocking me, I think, you know, instead of me saying, Derek, go out there and try for 3K or 2,500. I'm kind of taking baby steps. I did 1,000. Okay, now let's do 1,500 and maybe let's do 2,000. That's my thinking.
Okay. My thoughts are, especially if it's already proven, you know, you want to always, you always want to charge based on what your outcome is, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you have an outcome, Derek, where, give me 1 second, I'm plugging on my phone before it dies. If you have an outcome that you're teaching in your course, mm-hmm. and it can make somebody $50,000 because they put it in their resume, mm-hmm. then yeah, I mean, you can charge more than $3,000, even $3,000. Mm-hmm. Honestly, my advice, you got your pen and paper out?
Yep.
I want you to write this down.
Pen and paper pad right here. All right.
Make sure you don't lose this now.
Yes.
Okay. My advice is you need to sell it for no less than $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
You need to write down all of the positive things that people are going to get from your certification that you do. So you just listed a few of those things to me. You just said that, hey, when I did it, I was able to put it on my resume and get $50,000 plus, and this and that, X, Y, Z. This is the outcome. I've had rave reviews. Use all those people's outcomes, and then that's going to be part of your selling points. All
Mm-hmm.
right, is the amount of money that they're going to make. All right.
Yes.
With your paid advertising, I want you to do LinkedIn ads. So let's have you focus on the LinkedIn ads. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to cost you a little bit more money in the advertising.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really proficient with LinkedIn ads. I did it a couple times in the past. Like
Excuse me.
did it a couple. I did it like maybe 8 or 9 or 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But there's courses out there. If you go
Yeah.
to uh, um, I forgot what that company is called, but if message me and I'll find you a nice, affordable course on LinkedIn
Okay.
training that you
Okay.
can take. Just message it to me because I'm not taking notes, so
Okay. Okay. All
I don't
right.
remember any of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, focus. Just like we said, talked about focus and how you did a great, awesome job of focusing this past year on your business.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to focus on your marketing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have you do LinkedIn ads and get really, 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 really good at it
Mm-hmm.
because you're already pulling in 90% of your people. So we don't really need to reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're already pulling in all your people from LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm.
stay with LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
do the paid advertising with
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn,
Okay.
you know?
Yep.
And yeah, with your info product that you sell to the people in India or whatever on Facebook, yeah, wrap it up, sell it for $9.99, or and then just sell them the recording.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One thing I want to do, and as I was talking through, I was already thinking about my own advertising video. But you did that high dollar, your new video and page that you put together. I was thinking I can put together something like that, but I'm talking about IT certifications. Hey, get this certification, make 50,000 more, that type of thing. And I was already putting in my mind, I'm gonna do that. I told you I was gonna use that. I'm gonna use that and do one for IT because I have nothing like that out there. I'll do little snippets here and there, but I don't have anything out there that I'm really talking about and selling the IT certification course. And here's a good thing, Daniel. That's just one certification. I have 20 of them. And I teach like 10 of them. So I've done it as one course model. I'm going to do another course and another course. I only can do so many live though, but I want to do another course and another course. At least have 5 of them out there where I always have a course running with 20 people in it, making 20, well now making $60,000 per course. So that's just one of the courses that I can do. IT certifications, man, it's just exploding out there in the industry, especially as IT security where I am. Never going away because IT security never going away.
Yep.
And I have a captured audience because companies demand that you have these certifications to get jobs just coming in and to advance your career. So right now it's not going away. New certification come out, I get the training and I start a new certification course. So it's evergreen in my mind. As long as we have IT and the internet, we're going to need security. So yes, I'm going to get to work on all of these right away.
Good, good, good.
So that cash flow can come in, baby.
Yeah, make it happen, baby. And honestly, man, I mean, and with your info product, because I mean that's definitely scalable. And that $9.99, $9.97,
Mm-hmm.
that should be a sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I mean that I don't mind you selling for less than $3,000 because you're going to get sale after sale after sale, and then you don't really have to do much. It's pretty much automated.
And my thought is those who cannot afford the $3,000 program, this is my down sale. We'll get it recorded for $9.97. And I'm hoping that some to take the live $3,000 course might still want to buy the $9.97 at a discount. Get this so you can also have it to look at. Even though I record all the course, I record each course, and it makes it easy because I recorded already. I just need to edit it now and put it into an information product. I don't even have to really go record another course. I'm still thinking about how I want to do it, because when I'm in a class, it's like this. I'm talking to the people and they're talking and all that. I might want to do a course or just I'm talking to you and teaching you the lesson. So I'm still throwing it around, but I have the videos. I can just cut them up and make them an info product.
Yeah, yeah, just cut up the videos and make it an info product. You don't need to
People
record
buy that,
anything.
huh?
Yeah, they'll buy it.
Even with other students interacting, just interacting and answering my questions and stuff.
Yeah, because you got to understand that people are going to learn from the questions that the other students ask.
Okay.
You know, and it makes it more authentic when people see other students out there in the recording, because they're like, okay, well, he really knows what he's doing, because, you know, he's recorded this in a live setting, and, you know, I see that there's at least 20, 30 people in the class. So that's basically social proof to them that, okay, well, Derek knows what the hell he's doing. You know, whereas if it's just you teaching, it's like,
yeah, I'm just sitting there talking to, you know, when we do this, we do that, you know, instead. So
yeah,
we're more relaxed, we laugh, you know, ask questions and all that.
People like that.
Okay.
Yeah, people like that, because honestly, it's going to make them feel like they're there with you in the conference. You know, people don't like one-on-one training better. They like one-to-many training. They like to feel like they're part of the group. You know, like they're part of the football team, like they're part of the cool kids club. You know, so yeah. Don't record anything special for this. Just take your videos that you've already recorded, teaching your class, and then just give it to them. All right. And then if you want to, like, you know, hit additional points, then you can create, you know, supplementary videos that are just you to them, you know, but your main dish should be the pre-recorded videos that you've already done.
Okay. Well, see, that's good, because I've already done them. I just got to take a month or two to cut them up, versus me taking 6 months. I've been working on trying to put this thing together, and it's taking forever. But now I can do it this way. I can have this thing done in a month, you know, because I already have videos from 8 classes I put on. I can pick which ones I want and put them in there. That's great.
Yeah. And honestly, you don't even what are you going to cut out or edit?
Well, one of the things I got to edit out, like we'll take a break, and I give them a 15-minute break, you know, because the class is 3 hours, and it's just 15 minutes of sitting there, you know, so no need of, watching my wall or something like that. So I don't need to have that in there. I got to cut that kind of stuff out. I can leave in all the conversation, or cut out the 15 minutes of the wall staring at them for our break. We take 2 breaks.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's 30 minutes of nothing.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I mean, that's not going to take you a month to edit. I mean, if it would, just maybe hire somebody off of Fiverr or somebody.
That's what I can do. I use Fiverr a lot. That's a great idea.
Yeah, just have them edit it for you, and, you know, get it out quickly, you know, and
I might be able to get it out for a Christmas sale.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Christmas sale, man. And
I
then
from you, man, it's amazing what I learned.
Hey, it's almost like a mastermind, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with me, just like this. You know, this is priceless.
Hey, good thing I'm recording it too. I'm gonna post it in the group because I mean, even there's gonna be people that are gonna learn a lot from our conversation that we're having right now, and that's what your students are gonna want as well.
You know, I mean, I post in the group. You know, I attended your training a while ago, and I posted in the group because I hope what I learned helps other people get there. Because when I first started with you, I had nothing and no project and no product, trying to learn how to do high ticket sales. You know, and it got me focused. It got me doing this thing now. I'm making $1,000 almost a day now when I'm posting these things. I mean, come on, man, I was doing nothing. So I mean, see, hopefully, I'm not doing this to, as they say, you always hear, I'm doing this to inspire. You know, I forgot what the words are. I'm not trying to just brag. I'm trying to show them that, hey, this is what I did step by step because Dan taught me this. And now you can do the same thing. And I know I'm not making a lot of money. I'm not a millionaire making millions, but hey, pulling an extra 20, 30,000. On my job, I make 160K. And then I bring in almost that on my side hustle. So, I mean, to be able to do that and help other people do it, you know, and I'm still learning every day. I know nothing about LinkedIn. I'm going to be a LinkedIn expert in about 3 weeks, you know, a month. And all these things. So, man, like I said, I keep saying it's invaluable to me, and I appreciate it. I've never had a mentor like you. I know this is going away. where you spend so much time talking to us and giving us tips and working through. A lot of mentors I had, it's like, okay, go watch my video and tune into my 1 hour call, and there's no questions asked or anything like that. This, man, I'll put this in play tomorrow. I already got my whole page of stuff that you gave me right there. I'll put all that in play, and that'll be there tomorrow. So that's my testimonial.
Well, thank you for that, man. I appreciate that, Derek. And I want to get you for another testimonial as I create more and more videos for my TiCKeT NiNJa program.
Absolutely.
And that's bad. Like I didn't know that most mentors don't do question and answers.
Yeah, let me tell you, I've done a lot, and I paid a lot of money for them. And a lot of times, just tune in for my weekly video, and they'll teach us something. But I mean, like this back and forth like this, nah, I don't get it. I got a couple guys that do it that way, but
that's
not
crazy.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
Like you said, this is like a mastermind. This is what happens in a mastermind that people paying $20 grand for.
Yeah, and that's what we're all going to do is we want to create that back end mastermind where we're doing $20,000-$30,000 for each person that comes in, and maybe they're paying us in 10 payments or 6 payments.
Yeah.
That $25,000-$30,000, but then you can sit and mastermind with them just like we're talking right now. And then what's going to happen is, other students are going to learn from other students, and heck, you'll learn from your students, like there's a lot of things that I learned from you and your experiences because you have a vast amount of experience, write this down real quick before I forget. Yes. Udemy, Udemy.
Oh yeah, man. I have a class on Udemy with 2,500 students of it on my own. And I'm taking at least 50 courses on Udemy. But I have my own course with 2,500 students in it on Udemy. So yeah,
nice.
Know and use Udemy. I'm gonna start teaching people how to do Udemy.
Well, okay. Well, I didn't go from I wasn't going from the standpoint of teach a class on Udemy. Mm-hmm. I was going from the standpoint of learn some of the stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
On LinkedIn training from Udemy.
I bought about 50, maybe 60 classes that I've learned. I learned digital marketing there for $20. I learned. Yeah. I mean, I have like 50 or 60 classes that I've taken from Udemy.
Nice. Listen. You know what's bad? I mean, maybe this is just me. This is my downfall. Is I bought a class on I think Facebook ads or something like that the other day or about a week ago. But like I spent so little amount of money that I don't really take it seriously because I spent like $15 or $20 on it, and like I probably bought maybe 5 courses like that, and I'm like, whatever,
Well,
I don't take it.
That's probably why I have 60 of them, But let me tell you, I paid $5,000 to go to a 10-week live digital marketing course here in DC. But at the same time, I went and took a Udemy course that cost me about $40 or whatever. So I did the whole thing, man. I learned more in that Udemy course for digital marketing than I learned in a 10-week live sitting down with the instructor digital marketing course. And it also enhanced that course. So I was so mad that I paid $5,000 for this course, except that I probably did more in this. That made me go through the entire Udemy course because I was taking it live. But what I learned in that Udemy course, man, they couldn't touch me in the 10-week course. So I learned a lot about digital marketing. So I said, okay, the $5,000 was worth it only because I learned more by taking the Udemy course. But I could have just taken the $40 Udemy course, but I probably wouldn't have paid attention in the $40 course, and I probably wouldn't have finished it. So I still happy I got that digital marketing education. But Udemy is great. Now you got to be careful. Some of them I can't even, they're from all over the country. Some of them are not that good, but some of them are great, man. There's one guy I take for digital marketing. I've taken like 6 of his courses now. This guy is just phenomenal. So you can get some great training there,
Nice. I love it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just go based off of the ratings, I look at the ratings and, and like that right there can be a lesson to you, Derek, because you took a class and you spent $20 on it or whatever it was that you spent, you spent a bus fare on it. Mm-hmm. That's going to be our little catchphrase.
A bus fare, learn a lot.
Bus fare. so you spent bus fare on that, and then you had another course that was the same thing for $5,000, and you said that the bus fare course was better than the $5,000 course.
Much.
Now, can you see why now I'm telling you, hey, you need to charge $3,000 because you don't want to charge. Well, you were kind of apprehensive of charging $3,000 because you're sitting at your computer at home, and then you're thinking in your head, okay, well, the guys that are charging 3,000 plus, they're in a classroom setting or they're in a hotel and they have tables and chairs and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, it's more convenient for people to take it in their house or their office versus having to get on a plane and fly out somewhere or having to go through an hour of DC, Maryland traffic to get to a banquet hall. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the delivery shouldn't be what prevents you from charging high ticket prices. Mm-hmm. It's the outcome. Okay. The outcome is what commands high ticket prices. Mm-hmm. And if your outcome is greater than their outcome or the same, then you need to be charging as such.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yesterday, that guy who gave me the $1,000 from Booz Allen, he told me he already spent $4,000 on a live course. It was a 1-week boot camp teaching the same thing I teach. He failed the test. He said, I'll spend a week in that class going every day. The guy just basically read PowerPoint slides to me all week, and I failed the test. And one thing I talk about is that you can't learn this in a week. That's why I do it over 6 weeks so you can study and all that. Now, he met me on LinkedIn, and I sent him a couple of emails, hadn't sold him. Once I talked to him on the phone, he's like, dude, he's like, this guy regurgitated slides to me. You having a conversation with me. You know, you're talking, you're laid back, you're easygoing guy. He says, where can I send you the money? So, yes, so sitting up in his house is more comfortable for him doing it over Zoom like we're doing now than sitting in that classroom and just getting slides read to him. Now, I read some material, but we have conversations like we're doing now. And like I said, we laugh and we joke, and I tell stories. I always, like you, I tell stories. You know, this is what happened when I did this job and all that. And they love that stuff. Now, that's something you just taught me too, because I wouldn't be telling those stories if I was just teaching just teaching the course for information product. And I'm just saying, okay, for this concept, you need to do that. I'd be like, oh man, let me tell you, when I worked at Booz Allen and then this came up, this is what I did. And the student be like, oh yeah, tell me more, you know? So they love the stories. So you're right. I think packaging that is going to be the winner, you know? So I'm going to follow that. I'm going to try that. There's one thing I want to ask you though. You brought it up. You said doing $20,000 and $30,000 masterminds. I haven't been able to wrap my head around this. I teach an IT certification. I'm like, how do I turn that into a $20,000 or $30,000 somebody want to come visit me? Because they got the certification. You made me start thinking though, maybe instead of just teaching the certification, I teach a $30,000 package about how to explode your IT career. Because I always tell people this, Daniel, I say, I don't do IT as a job. I made IT a brand. So now I'm able to do webinars where people pay me $2,000. I got 7 books on the market. I have, I'm doing IT training. So maybe I can take it in packages out, take it from an IT career to an IT brand. You come in for $30,000 over the weekend, I'm gonna get you publishing books. I'm gonna get you doing paid webinars. I'm gonna get you doing these things. You're starting to make me turn that around. It's not just teaching a certification now. It's bringing them here for 20 grand and turning them into a brand that's gonna make them 150K next year. Just on that alone, or 200K or wherever they want to take it. How does that sound to you? Or what? As a thought, what kind of things could I do for 30 grand that's gonna bring value to IT people's lives?
Everything you just told me. Okay. You don't even need to ask me. Like everything you just said. That sounds worthy of $25,000 or $30,000 over the course of a year. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure if you brainstorm more, Derek, and just write down all your thoughts. Because you said, I'm going to teach you how to do webinars. I'm going to teach you how to explode your business. I'm going to teach you how to get different trainings. I'm going to teach you this and that. Do all of that, and then have weekly mastermind calls on Zoom. Okay. Mm-hmm. And maybe you have 5 or 6 or 7 people in your year-long mastermind, mm-hmm. but they're paying you X amount of dollars, So one thing you could do is you could state that the 12-month mastermind is, let's say, $35,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. You can pay that $35,000 in 10 payments of $3,500. Mm-hmm. And then make sure you write this down.
Yep.
So, so $35,000 for the 12-month mastermind,
Mm-hmm.
and then 10 payments of 3,500.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do uh, one payment of $25,000,
Mm-hmm.
or you could do 6 payments of 5K.
Okay. Cool.
So basically, they're saving money if they, do a 1 payment or a 6 payment plan.
Okay.
And then you're going to do a weekly mastermind call with them, just
Mm-hmm.
like we're doing now on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to teach them all those things that you just told me, plus more. Anything you feel will help advance them, you're going to do that.
How to get on the news. I'm on the news all the time talking about cyber. How to get on the news, get a book published in that year, all those things. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, all those things. And then you'll have a separate Facebook group for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do meetups in DC, if you have like meetups or live events, you can give them free access to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then just keep in mind that because they're professionals, they're going to learn from each other as well. So on the mastermind calls,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to learn from each other. You may have one person lead the call, from time to time,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna thank you for that, because like all that stuff you said, Derek. I mean, that's invaluable. Like getting on the news and starting writing your own book and this and that. I mean, that's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well worth it.
Yeah, you've put me together a plan that I think is actually worth 35K right there. I mean, the news is gonna bring them tremendous money. Writing a book, tremendous money. And I'm gonna give you step by step over this year how to do that. And I guarantee at the end of the year, we will have a self-published book or whatever it may be. I can't guarantee you're going to get on the news, but I'm going to give them all the tools to make them a local celebrity. Be a celebrity in your own community. Turn IT from a job to a brand. I'm just thinking this through, but I mean that makes sense to me. I didn't even know where to go with IT for 35K, but now
You got a plan.
I got a plan. I got a plan right there. So I got a plan.
Yeah, you got a definite plan of attack. And the beautiful thing about that, Derek, is you just upsell the people that went through your front end.
Mm-hmm.
That's your back end, right? That 12-month mastermind is your back end, and your front end is going to be your $3,000 course. And so once people get through your $3,000 course, the people that are that you like, that you want to spend another 12 months with, you pitch them that offer.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody goes to your $3,000 class and you're like, oh man, this dude's a douchebag,
work with this guy,
idiot. Yeah, you don't pitch them. If he asks, oh hey, what about the mastermind? I heard you got a mastermind. You just tell him it's $50,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
And then maybe you pay me $50,000. You're like, hey, I don't know about you, Derek, but hey, I like it. I'll earn like anybody if they pay me $50,000.
If I got 150 people in a year going through my course, and I only need 5 or 6 a year for mastermind, that's probably really doable.
It is. And I mean, heck, you can give them your private phone number if you want. Yep. I mean, yeah, if somebody pay you $30,000 or $50,000, I mean, that's you can get my number.
So check it out. Here's my accountability for the group. January 1st, I will have my mastermind course up and running by January 1st. There you go. Now I'm locked in.
Message that to me, because like I keep all you guys in a CRM system, just so that I know the goals. So message that to me, and I'm gonna put that in my CRM for you.
Okay. I'm gonna put this together. That give me 3 months to put this together.
You got this. I love it. The power of the deadline. The deadline is gonna force you to take action, man. So, all right, brother. Well, hey, let's jump off of this call.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. Did you have anything else?
No, that's it. I mean, this gave me a whole list of things that I need to start working on. I'm gonna get the videos done, the video course done, get that out within a month. Within 3 months, I'm gonna have my mastermind up and running. So I'm good.
All right, great, man. So you're gonna kill it. So January 1st, baby.
Yep. Thank you.
Are you welcome?
Cash flow going, baby. I'll see y'all. All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Thanks.